She flows. I forgot to fix them credits. I gotta fix them credits. I'm gonna do it tonight. Oh my god! As soon as the video started, that's the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, no, I forgot them damn credits.
We'll all be slow.
I'm gonna fix it. It's all right. Welcome everybody to another episode of Nothing Else to Do. Hey, Tamaya checking in. She's the first one. What's up, Tamaya? Hey, girl. Go ahead on and tag a friend and bring them on in. This is season 3, episode 4. We're having a good time. We got a special guest this week. We doing good with the special guest, y'all. This is dope. Like, we are booked all the way until mid-November with guests. That's how awesome it is right now. We got peoples. Kyla, who should be on the show, but she's not here, but that's all right. We love her. She out hanging out. She had things to do. Tiana, welcome. First of all, Tiana has been trying to make the show because she kept forgetting, and now she's on there. She said, I made it. I set my alarm.
Hey.
So welcome, Tiana. Hey. Welcome. So what's up, everybody? I'm your hostess with the mostest, Shakara Monique. Y'all already know me. I am all the things. I am a creator. I am a singer. I'm a songwriter. I'm an actress. I'm a host. I do all the things. We just go ahead and go on with these introductions, skipping our special guests and going right on over to She Flows.
What's going on, y'all? I am Rashawn. She Flows. I am a hip-hop artist when I want to be, a fitness enthusiast. I am a barber, and I work on some creative things here and there via video and or photography. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it down.
Hey, what's up? First of all, I just gotta say, Ma, I had something to do, but happy birthday. All right. So tell her happy birthday. I'm busy. I'm here. This is why. So I can't be where you are. So anyway,
you're only on here for an hour.
Local area for
right. Don't be trying to throw.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, that's what I do. Anyway, something that I do. Local area percussionist. If you're in DC this weekend, 8th Street Festival. We go on to 12, so you can catch me 13th Street on the corner. Also, I don't know. I'm just an all-around guy, and I'm tired. Burning the candlestick on both ends. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this. Yes.
He got his own little line now.
Burn the candlestick on both sides.
Yeah, I'm tired. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy PJ, 8K AJ Fields. Don't ever forget it. I'm just a mogul, entertainer, all that good stuff. Part of a brand new collective called the Ego Collective of some talented individuals that I happen to call friends. So be on the lookout for that. Model, businessman, just everything. So yeah, yes, Lord.
Anyone tell everybody you're a single daddy like last week?
Trendsetter. Don't forget trendsetter.
Oh, and I'm a single daddy too. Love my babies Trace and Dakota. So yeah.
Up to.
I ain't never forgot, but I think people should already know that by now, but it's okay.
All right. And as you can see, we have sitting with us a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
What's good? Hey, good people. My name is Aaron Thomason, handle Ask Aaron Victor, speaker, coach, all around good dude, getting ready to launch a brand new brand called Black is a Brand this fall. Stay tuned, it's coming. But listen, I got a little before we get into it, Shakara, I got some beef. Because on the intro, are y'all having like layoff and recession issues? Because all the people in the intro don't seem like they showed up today.
Aaron, this is why you are special. It's a Victor thing. It's a Victor thing. This is why you're special. All right, yo. Can he come back next week? It could
be. I mean, y'all might have had to make some layoffs. I mean, I understand, but I'm taking it personal because I saw a whole bunch of people and y'all I got all your drip going, but your boys said we a little
Yo. Shots fired.
Hey. You are welcome back anytime, brother. Anytime.
Yeah, two of our crew members had something else to do, and we did lose a crew member. So
hold on, but I thought the show was nothing else to do, so they had something else to do.
They be having it. Sometimes we got things to do. Sometimes we do.
We're just the ones that don't have anything going on right now.
Oh no!
Clearly,
no. I'm making sacrifice. It's commitment. It's commitment. They have
Exactly.
They have commitment issues. That's what it is.
I am committed to being on the show. I'm here. I have things to do, but I'll be here.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
PJ is
just me. I'm
losing it.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Bruh.
How you gonna call us out like that, though? That's
Not us, y'all.
Hey, shout out to the budget cuts. Some of the folk ain't made the cut at the time.
Oh, it wasn't a budget cut. They had things to do. All right. See? Okay. So it is Friday, and as usual, we talk about how our week has gone and what plans do we have for the weekend. She Flows, let us know what's going on, love.
Man, listen, I worked on work and worked on work. I'm tired, and I'm here. And this weekend, I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. My car's got issues. Oh, so I have to figure out some things. So pray for me, because I need to figure that out. And outside of that, I need a nap.
A nap, a good long nap.
That part.
Wow.
Yeah.
Naps are anointed. I believe in
Come
that.
on, somebody.
When you get
Why
our age,
babies fight over it? I don't know. But
Vic, I'm not your age.
When
Who are age? Who you talking about? Your age.
I'm
When you get
telling
your age,
it's a part.
you gonna stop including me in the RA.
I can't.
I'm not claiming that. I don't know what you're talking about, Vic. Go ahead, Vic. Tell everybody what you doing, how your week was, what you doing this week.
I done jinxed myself, and so now I'm getting up at 2:45 every morning. So I've been up for over a long time to be at work. So it's a rough week. I have long days, and they can't do it without me. So it's that's my work week this weekend. Like I said in the intro, gig H Street Festival. So I'm playing there, and then I get my little joyride in this weekend to another party and I'm gonna say I was gonna say the state of Pittsburgh, but in the city of Pittsburgh. So I'll be getting around this weekend.
All right. PJ, I know you be busy. What you doing?
Yeah, if I'm not working, I'm working. So outside of my regular 9 to 5,
on my nerves. No, go ahead.
Hey, the same is reciprocated, brother. Don't do that. But outside of the 9 to 5, being a dad, outside of being a dad, being the lead vocalist arranger for Deja Groove, and then we got ego stuff going on this week. We had our first vibe session, which was ultra dope. I'm emceeing a fashion show in October, so I got rehearsal for that tomorrow. Just found out I got another gig in November that I'll have to travel for singing, so that's happening. Sending out parts this weekend for my original band, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. So we busy.
Okay. Just send the link to your calendar out, man. That was a lot,
bruh.
You know what, Vic? I can't.
I'll send it out for some prayer. That's what I'll do. Pray for me.
Okay. Pat your cash up too.
I love how the audience is talking about they laid out and taking a nap and stuff.
They know what's up, yo.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
So I don't have a busy weekend this weekend. I got something going on next weekend. This weekend I'm chillaxing. I'm gonna do some fix some stuff around my house. Me and the kids are probably gonna go out, get some air, maybe watch a movie or something like that. So I got an easy weekend this week. I don't got nothing too crazy. The week was stressful because for those of us who work in the finance, we know that this is a fiscal year closeout. and it gets kind of crazy during this month. So work was stressful, but other than that, eyes good.
Hallelujah.
Eyes good. Aaron, sir, would you like to tell everybody how your week was and what you got going on for the weekend?
Yeah, week was good. It was busy as usual. Talking, booking clients, working on programs and courses that are coming out. So it's been a good week, busy week, but I can tell you this, we're gonna do a little relaxing because when I look at my calendar over the next kind of 3 to 4 weeks, it's nuts. So we got to get geared up for what's coming, because what's coming is a little bit nuts.
How many naps you got scheduled in that calendar? I know you got like 3 or 4.
Well, see, now here's the thing. See, Shakara be trying to act like she's not there. But see, when you get past like 35, sometimes they just jump up on you. You don't even have to have a you just
I don't know nothing about that life. I don't know.
Hey, yo.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Let's go.
15th and 20th.
Let's go ahead and get into this interview. Sir, I'm going to take a note from your notebook, your playbook, and I want you to go ahead and let's have a conversation here with Aaron and tell us about young Aaron. Tell us about
Yo, I remember that.
who young Aaron is.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You're paying attention. Not mad at that at all. Not mad at that. It's a little petty, but not mad at it. Not mad at it. So, listen, I'm born and raised from Detroit, Michigan. I'm the oldest of 3.
Detroit.
You better understand it all day long.
Don't be rude.
Y'all pray for us. We still wired a little different. But, as a kid, one of the stories I like to tell is you can't tell with me sitting down, but I'm 6'8". And so at about 9 months, I was probably the size of most 2-year-olds. And my mom used to always get criticized, like, put him down and let him walk. And she was like, he can't. And it was like, and they didn't believe it. So I've always had to navigate with the expectation that I'm older, I'm bigger, I'm smarter than what I actually was growing up. So for me, I was always trying to kind of fit in and not stand out too much. But usually when you're the tallest person, not even kid in school, it usually means that you're getting some heat, some smoke, some attention, growing up in the 80s and the 90s. It was a little difficult growing up in Detroit. So
6'8". Oh my God.
Right?
We're going to circle back around that, but finish. I don't want to interrupt you.
We go circle back.
I paid attention to Vic enough. There's a few questions that in my head I'm thinking, I got about a couple options I think he might go. So, but yeah, I was a kid that, I would get picked on quite a bit because people automatically thought I was older. I'll give you another example on my height. When I was 13, I graduated the 8th grade. I was 6'3". By the time I got to high school and I turned 14, I was 6'5".
Jeez.
So
why ain't you in the league?
So you haven't grown much.
Good Lord.
You didn't grow much in your 20s.
No, I'm crazy.
Dag.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the parents just heard ching ching going in their heads when I gave that story.
Absolutely. Absolutely. PJ, what did you say? Did you ask a question?
Yeah, I was like, why didn't you go to the league? At that point, I'd be playing some good ball. I'm LeBron James type.
PJ, great question. I was fortunate enough to go play in college because my parents told me you're going to school and we not paying for it, so you better figure it out. So got a chance to go play at Oregon State for a year. Coach recruited me out there, got fired, transferred to a little school in Indiana called Valparaiso University. Played there, went to the tournament 4 times, Sweet 16 sophomore year. Came out, did some semi-pro stuff, but they were looking for me to do some stuff where you making felt like $12 a week. And I was like, I got a degree, so I don't have to live like that. So I actually went into corporate America and started being in corporate, but also got a chance like the head coach of the New Orleans Pelicans, Willie Green. I ran his camp for 10 years. One of the kids that when I used to coach in high school, his name's Jordan Crawford. He played in the NBA for like 6 years. So I've always been around the game, training kids and, getting them into college. So being around the game, but didn't get quite that chance to be able to make that league move myself. A lot of my teammates that I play AAU with, they actually, made it to the league, as well. So
Dope.
That's
no
dope.
student loan debt. So, yeah.
Come on,
Nice,
come on.
Oh, wow.
One thing that you haven't mentioned, and your sister always try and downplay like she don't have that talent, but I also happen to know that you do music. You are a singer and you got music out and all. Am I wrong with that? I know I saw some posts.
What's your moniker?
Shakara, you are absolutely 1,000% correct. Yes, I do have music on iTunes. It is Aaron Victor. And so you can go check it out. EP that I did a few years back, and also a single EP called 239 The Journey, and a single called Today's the Day. So I'm a grown-up church kid. My parents believed in being in church 7 days out of the week. Just felt like if you did miss one day, you going to hell. That's kind of how it felt. And so, nobody knew growing up that I sang because I was so heavy into sports. And once I got to college and started getting into like the gospel choirs is when kind of I really started taking that journey and, messing around with music and figuring some things out.
Oh, you a gospel singer.
Vic, look at your mama. That's not his last name though. Big mama talking about nice last name.
Hey,
that's not his last name.
It don't matter.
Not quite. I am, but not just.
That's his middle name.
Okay. Hey.
Your mama trying to give you some props. That's so cute.
It happened. Yeah, real recognizes real,
Baby.
Hey. Y'all gotta have a fan. Nobody else. Your mama gonna love you.
So Vic, not Vic. See, you made me say Vic. Vic. Oh, I don't like that. Aaron.
Yeah, what?
So, no, we're not talking to you.
Oh.
So when exactly did you leave Detroit? Like, when did you leave Detroit? When you went to college?
3 years ago. No.
Oh, wow.
3 years ago. Came down to the Nashville area to take a job. There was an opportunity that made sense. So I didn't have to continue to keep shoveling snow. And so the wife said yes. And so we took off.
Praise him.
Listen, I understand that. I left when I went to the military. I said, I am not going back. Never went back. I was good. It's cold down there.
Wow.
Up there. Sorry. I'm down here. So, before I ask some more questions, y'all got questions I don't want to hog.
Yeah, so we're going to circle back around to the 6'8". So, do you wear high waters?
Oh, Lord.
So
by choice or inevitability.
Let me tell you the greatest thing happened in my wardrobe is sagging became popular.
Oh, man.
And all of a sudden, my pants started touching my ankles. Because before then, your boy was rotating that one pair of pants and trying to flip the shirts. The moment sagging became popular, I had my wardrobe expanded. Y'all better thank God for trends.
Wow. Wow.
Not sagging.
No. Also, another friend of mine, he's 6'8", and you were talking about, being a young cat. And so basically he said when he grew up, he ended up getting paid for the stuff he was ridiculed for as a child. And so now he's part of Star Wars. He plays monsters in tons of movies because I'm telling you. So I said, I'm telling you. So you got to use the hype for something other than sports. It's like everybody always assumes it's basketball, but hey, you can make a good monster.
Hey,
never played the monster, but here's what I can tell you, Vic.
Okay.
In my line of work, I tell people I'm the instant icebreaker because the first thing people are going to want to ask is how tall are you and did you play basketball? Mm-hmm. Now they might not recognize in sales, remember my drug, but they remember I'm the tall black dude, and that's enough for brand recognition until they figure it out where I get a chance to get it in where other people don't.
Okay.
That's how you use
the tall black dude. Wow. Okay.
Amen.
No further questions. Oh, wait. On your t-shirt line, I know you got a t-shirt line.
Yes, sir.
On your brand. Do you only cater to tall people? Because, small people, they never have a double X. So I can never support their brand, or I got to wear a medium shirt. So in your line, are you automatically catering to those of us who are, tall and are expanded out a little bit?
So here's the thing: we are like the church. Whosoever will, let them come. Whether you're small or you're a little thick, and you were thick before the pandemic, and a little thicker since the pandemic, hey, we got you. We got you. We currently are restocking right now, going through a different manufacturer, but we got you. We got you 100%.
Yeah. But I did have questions about that if she was going to ask you. Black as a brand, because it's a movement. I'm joking.
Yo.
Oh,
No further questions.
I feel like I'll be apologizing for Vic all night. So,
Yo.
Aaron, can you talk about on Wednesday? Well, you be on. I feel like you on every day of the week because you on Sundays, you on Wednesday, you on Thursday night, you on Friday. So can you please? You are very active on IG. Can you please talk about some of the different live shows that you have on your page on IG that I think everybody should check out at least one of them because you're going to get some good stuff no matter which one you decide to check out. But can you let them know the programs that you have going on IG?
For sure. So the first one that started this year, we call it Get Over the Hump. And Get Over the Hump is Wednesday and Friday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern. And I started doing that one because I remember sometimes before people start really figuring out their purpose and navigating where they need to be, Wednesdays is a tough day. It's just like, it's like, I need to keep moving, but they've been on my nerves all week. I really want to cuss everybody out, but I know I only got a little bit left. So what do I need to do to kind of get over kind of that space? So we kind of thinking through that through the week, but then also thinking through kind of that metaphor that you've been working real hard at something for so long, and it's maybe one piece of information, one dot that needs to be connected. And so I say, hey, let's try it when people are going to work in the morning, 7 a.m. Eastern. And so it started out as one day on Wednesdays. And then people were like, yo, this is dope. Do it again. So I started doing Wednesdays and Fridays. And so that's been super, super cool to be able to do. Shakara, you one of the folks that show up every time. I appreciate the encouragement. But it gets real in it. From a transparency perspective, people are really trying to figure out how do I take the visions of my mind and make it the reality of my life. And so I always tell people, I say, you can watch the replay, but nothing is better than that live chat because that's where a lot of the learnings, the encouragement comes from. So that's Wednesday and Friday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern. So then kind of throughout the year, I started hearing people trying to give people credit. Like they look at Shakara like, oh my gosh, she does this. She's got videos. She's got music. I could never do that. And, PJ, he's a mogul. He has this. He has that. And all these excuses start coming up in people's head why they can't do it. So on Thursday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I wanted to give it a different energy and vibe. I call it Decision Points. And Decision Points, I believe, is the intersection in which desire meets opportunity. And so why Shakara was messing with me to get started is that I ask every guest on Decision Points, who were they as a kid? Because I believe that the origin of where you come from, if you do not understand it or appreciate it, you can't authentically show up and put things out into the world that's going to last. And so each conversation has been different. The only thing that's been the same is that very first question and bringing on people from multiple different backgrounds, actresses and singers and, leaders and coaches, and being able to let people listen to their story where people are coming encouraged and believing I can do that too. And then recently, probably about 3-4 weeks ago, started out with my guy, Kurt the Connector. We're doing this thing on Sundays called The Kickoff. And so the kickoff is really about being able to give one piece of information, one kind of thought or idea to really give you an opportunity on Sunday evenings to really get your week started off on the right direction. Because sometimes with all the busyness and things that we got going on, sometimes we not really, mentally equipped to go into Monday. So he and I together, we call ourselves the gasoline team because we're going to burn up all that nonsense in your life so you can truly see what's necessary. And so we just jump on for about a half an hour, 45 minutes, talk through a couple of concepts, give you a little nugget to push your week forward, and we go from there. So you got Sundays. I'm not on Mondays. I'm not on Tuesdays, but Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you can see your boy.
Awesome.
Right now.
I'm glad you explained that because I thought her first question was just awkward. I was like, this makes no sense. But once you said that really brought everything together as a whole. So thank you for sharing that.
You know what, Vic? He might not be here next week. Okay. Also, you have a program outside of IG called Next Steps Required. Can you talk about that a little bit, please, sir?
Yeah. So Next Steps Required is an online community of people who literally are determined to make the thoughts, the visions, the dreams of their mind a reality of their life. The problem with a lot of us is that at times we get stuck in overthinking because we see this big picture and we don't know where to start. We don't know where to go. And so this is a group of people who are recovering overthinkers that band together that allow for us to be able to figure out what the next step is. Not all the steps we need to do, but just the next step. Because if we can consistently take the next step in the direction of our goals, we'll build clarity, confidence, and ultimately break that cycle of self-doubt and frustration. And so we meet on Monday evenings. We meet on Mondays for an hour where we really kind of talk through, hold each other accountable, encourage each other. And then we kind of have thought primers throughout the week within the community platform that we use, Mighty Networks, to allow for us to be encouraged, think through some of the things we've been talking about. And you can see people step by step really getting outside of their heads and tactically being able to say, oh, this dream, this goal can happen by doing these steps here. They stay encouraged, they have hope, and they get closer than they ever have been. So that's next steps required. We're excited about what we're doing there, and we keep building and watching lives transform.
Super dope.
Is this online as well?
Wow.
Yes, that's online.
So recovering overthinkers, man, I think that naps are just really a part of that because you're needing all possible sleep. That would be the first step once you recover from not thinking as much. And so hopefully y'all caught that.
Hey, yo.
See, I'm silly enough to keep going with him. I'm silly enough to keep going.
Somebody got to.
Hey,
Not to keep messing with him, but I'm silly enough to keep going because part of the problem, what happens when people are overthinking, and Shakara, I think I talked about it this morning. We actually are thinking on the problem longer than we're working on the problem.
Yeah, that part.
And guess what? To what Vic just said, you do need a nap.
mm-hmm.
So, Vic, the question in the audience was asked, where can they find out the information on how to join Next Step Required?
Yeah, so you can go to the easiest way. You can go to my IG and go to Ask Aaron Victor. Click on the link in the bio. You see it there. Or you can go to www.lvlthree.com. So level3.com/next steps required. So either one of those. But I say the easiest one, so you have to remember all the www. Go to Ask Aaron Victor on IG. You'll see this face, actually with this shirt on, so you ain't got to worry about being nobody else. Click the link in my bio, and it'll be right there. And here's what Shakara hears me say it too. I believe that you need to be able to invest into yourself. That's one of the problems that a lot of people have. They give out to everybody else, but they don't invest in themselves. But I actually don't believe that people need to invest unless they know it's worth their investment. So the first 7 days of the community is on your boy. If you come check us out on a Monday and see all the stuff we do throughout the week, the other workshops, courses and things that we have available to you to actually better yourself, to make your dreams a reality, and you don't think it's worth it, I don't deserve your time, no further attention. The only thing you got to give the first 7 days is just time to invest in you.
Dope.
That's awesome. With all that going on, Aaron, because that's a lot of commitment. That is a lot. Like, what made you decide that you were going to commit to all of this? Like, as you can see, I can't even get everybody on every Friday. So,
hey, yo.
That's right.
So, what made you decide to just commit to do it? Because you are on when my notifications at 7 a.m. ping, Aaron is live. Like, you are consistent.
So for me, when I look back, and you all asked me the question about, asked the question earlier about how I grew up, as I remember, for those who know my sister, Dr. A, we have a shared story in the fact that our mom was shot when I was 15 and she would have been 12 or 13, something like that. Anyway, so when you're going through Detroit in the late 80s and early 90s, I could have easily gone astray. I could have easily been a statistic. Dad left the house. Mom is, succumbed to gun violence. I could have easily been that person. But there's 3 men that actually took the time to kind of bring me into the fold. My godfather, my uncle, and my best friend's dad. And so I think about the lessons that they gave me that allow for me to actually be in this position now, that to me, I think it's just selfish not to give it back away. And so I think also part of the service of, you know, with my mom being on, when she used to be the director of Children's Church, me, my brother, my sister, we were her first staff. So, you know, we know all about serving. And I think it's just in me. But now as I've kind of gone, spent time in corporate America, had some different experiences, really the biggest thing that keeps people from doing what they believe and they see in their heads they can't let go is just the exposure and the reality that is possible. And for somebody to be able to normalize and just tell them, like, you're not crazy. Here's what you can do if you're serious about making it happen. So those are some of the things that really keep me connected on why I keep showing up, because I do believe I was created to help people find their it. Because once you figure out whatever that is that's keeping you stuck, when we unlock that, your life moving forward will never be the same and everybody else will benefit from it.
Mm.
That's awesome. Okay, before we get into the topics of today, anybody have any more questions? We're going to get into some of these fun, interesting. Yes, DJ.
Because everybody knows when you put that hand up, that means only one thing. You got to
Your brainwash.
He said you're brainwashed. Oh, you silly.
Hey, it's Mom.
What up, Ma?
Hello.
Hey.
So my question, I know you were speaking on what we're created to do. And then I heard you mention the word purpose. So everybody that knows me knows I'm very well known for my monikers and my slogans or whatever. And I always tell people that when you do things in purpose, things happen on purpose. And so my first question is, have you figured out what your purpose is? And my second question is, do you feel like that your life has trended in the direction that things have now happened for you on purpose?
Yeah. So when I take a step back and I think through kind of the pathway of my life, is that I know for a fact that I was given a voice to inspire and transform people. Now, how does that play out? I'm gifted enough to be a facilitator, a teacher, a preacher, a singer. So again, either way that it comes, when it comes to using my voice, it's my instrument, it's my tool. And so being able to have something to be able to say, right? We talk about the Bible, power, life, and death is in the tongue. What life can I speak into someone's situation to help them transform that? And so when I look back, you know, as a kid, I was always the one that they wanted to make speak, and the Dr. Martin Luther King Day speeches and the Christmas, Easter things. I had all the long parts and everything else. And so then you add my height onto it, it gives a different command that goes with the voice, and there's an expectation. So for me, I didn't know it because I was trying to run from it, because being a leader, being tall, you know, not having your pants touch your ankles, you get clowned, right? You're not the cool kid. You know, even my brother and sister didn't like me much growing up because I was always telling them, keeping them out of trouble, because my parents threatened my bodily harm, so I had to threaten theirs. I mean, it's very simple. You know, but that's what
everything works together.
Everything works together. Yes, we're all here safe and doing well. But so for me, it really is about the voice and being able to help people transform and change their mindsets. So I've had the benefit of being able to go into corporate America to help them restructure their cultures. I've had the ability to be able to look at entrepreneurs and help them be able to connect dots and be able to make certain things happen. And when I look back over my life, I've always been the person to help normalize people's situation and then help them connect the dots and try and help support and lead them through the direction they need to go. So my gift is my voice. I make my money with it.
Amazing.
That is good. You see, family is in there. Dr. A just came in. Mom Denise in there. You got the family up in there. Any more questions? Any more questions, Vic? You got one more thing you need to say or add before we get into these topics? I'm scared to ask.
No. It's just the Victor thing. I'll make this one serious. So, but I'll laugh before I make it serious. No. So, you know, you're dealing with your purpose and what you do for others. Sometimes is it easier for you to I guess use all of your tools upon yourself, because I know it's a good speech and you put it out, and I feel like I'm the same way in areas, but I always have that hard time trying to, and now I hear the echo, Chicago. Yes, I'm sorry. And so I always have a hard time trying to be that person for myself. So in your profession, you're put in that role And one thing my mother always told me, happy birthday again, is that is that people with these callings tend to run from it because they know the amount of responsibility that comes with it. And so knowing that you have that responsibility, it's easier for me. It's easier to make sure you are perfect or you do everything right for others when you are speaking to them. But sometimes I'm a little bit lazy on myself. So,
so that's a great point. So I think a couple of things I've learned is, one, it is difficult for me to use all my tools, all my books, all my certifications, all my experiences on me because I'm in the picture. That's very difficult. So one of the things that I've learned is the benefit of investing in me having a coach. So then what happens by me having a coach is then all of my tools get a chance to be used for me because somebody else can point me in that direction and I actually am missing, like, yo, you had all the tools available, but I couldn't see them because I'm too close. And all of a sudden that's actually sped up. I would say probably in the last 5 years, or really that sped up my progress in some areas that I probably was spinning my wheels a little bit because part of it was my pride. Like, I got to look at what I've done and everything else. I don't need to come talk to you. You ain't need to come talk to me, but I wasn't getting done what I really wanted to get done. So I think that was part of it. I think the other thing that I've also learned is that when you have a coach, and sometimes it's therapy and counseling. Sometimes it's more than just your pastor at the church. It's other people that you literally have to put your money on the line and get the most out of the relationship, is being able to say, where can I show up and be my most authentic self to have the freedom to explore? And see, a lot of us have struggled, especially Black and brown folks in this country. If you don't come from affluent areas, is we struggle with the freedom to explore because it could have cost us our lives. It could have been detrimental to something else. So we tried to walk this line to be super, super perfect. And when it doesn't happen, there's that depression, that anxiety, and it shows up in different ways. And so for me, being able to really just show up and say, like, yo, I don't have all the answers, though you think I might, and being able to be put on the right path has been really good for me.
That is awesome. Woo, you learned something, Vic. Go ahead, Rashawn.
Oh, so after hearing all of that, do you have any advice, the most baseline step one for anybody who's like stuck on the hamster wheel or stuck on pause in some area of development, whatever that might be?
Yeah, so basic. So sometimes the people that are stuck in that space, the first thing, if you ask them enough questions, is the belief is there's a disconnect in their belief. One of my favorite characters in the Bible is the man who brought his son to Jesus when the disciples had failed him. And he said, hey, if you could, would you heal my son? And Jesus was real swaggy about it and said, hey, I can, but I do for the one who believes. And he says, I believe, but help my unbelief. So I use it as a context to say, anytime that we're spinning our wheels or we're stuck and we're pausing, there's something that's messed with our hope. There's something that's disconnected us from being able to see that there's a path forward. And I believe that I'm the person to help get me there. So if I had to talk to somebody, just say, first thing I would tell them to do is I want you to do me a favor and just take some objective inventory over what you've been able to accomplish, whether you think it's a big deal or not, what you've been able to accomplish over the last 6 months, then back it out to 12 months, and then give me the last 5 years. I'll give you a layup for somebody who's listening. Tell me how you made it through the pandemic. As the old folks say in church, with your life, health, and strength, and a reasonable portion of your right mind. Because a lot of people didn't. A lot of people did not make it out of that 2-year span where we had no clue on what the world was getting ready to do. The fact that you made it out, tell somebody how you made it out. And so in those spaces of figuring out and doing that inventory on what you've been able to do, you're going to start to see that you're better than what you've been giving yourself credit for. One of the things I say a lot of times to people, because you're sometimes too close to it, or you use these statements like, I just did, or I was doing what everybody else would do, is I say normalized greatness creates undervalued experiences. And that's what we like to do. We like to normalize our stuff thinking everybody else could do it. But if everybody else could do it, they would have done it, and they didn't. That makes you special. So sometimes you just got to take a step back and do some inventory. And if you having a hard time because you're too close to it, I need you to go ask at least 2 people what have I done special and accomplished over the last 2 years? And you can't defend it. You can't explain your way out of it. You just got to write down and take notes. Shut up and take notes. And you'll see that you're better than what you are.
I'm going to watch the replay of this. Go ahead.
I like that.
Yeah.
We are getting some good nuggets. That is awesome. I don't know what happened to PJ.
So everybody needs to go ahead and follow Ask Aaron Victor. And,
yes,
if he's busy,
absolutely.
and if he's busy, follow me. If he's busy, follow me too. I'm joking.
You know what? Welcome back, PJ Darling.
My followers are busy. I'm busy. I got too many. Go follow.
I can't. That was good. So let's get into these topics. We got some juicy ones. We probably won't be able to get to all of them, but let's start with the one that everybody has been talking about. So Disney is coming out with The Little Mermaid, and of course, the trailer came out. This beautiful young lady here, Miss Halle Bailey, and peoples, and you know who I like to say, the Wahite clan, mostly the Wahite clan mostly is in their feelings because they're like, what? A Black Mermaid? And they losing their little minds. Like,
why do you care so much? I don't understand.
Oh, finish that song. Somebody
said that, Disney has been putting out their princesses for a long time. And it took us until Princess and the Frog to even see us. And y'all ain't see us all up in an uproar. But they decided to make Little Mermaid black. And y'all can't be happy. Y'all just, it's an abomination. How dare you? How dare you? Right? What about the redheads? What about this? What about that? Oh my gosh. They are losing their mind.
I'm going to tell you why they didn't mind us getting Princess and the Frog. Because the princess spent most of the movie as a frog. The Mermaid, we get to see all that blackness through the whole movie. Now they're a little frustrated. But they didn't mind us being a frog for, 121 of the 125 minutes of the movie. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
It's nothing like romance. Nothing like frog romance.
Vic, I'm a punch.
Frog love.
He'd know.
Yes.
I can't seem to escape it on my timeline. I have a question about these pages that people keep posting.
Go ahead.
There's a page that
what that
you
lady
think
said
they're
in the
real,
comments,
or you think people are creating these things just to create like a false uproar? Because these things are like Christians against the Little Mermaid.
I saw that.
This is real.
I saw that on TikTok. Somebody said that there is a page up, Christians against the Little Mermaid. I don't know which Christians. Who?
Right.
Because people have fish and have.
Is this stuff real? Why? I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone. This stuff does not make sense to me.
The stuff that make y'all upset.
Fictional characters.
Exactly.
They should be mad at C.S. Lewis then. If you've read any of his books, he had tons of mystical creatures in that book. But you have to read.
As long as they weren't
I know
black,
they had to read. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry. Okay,
They
never mind. Sorry, black audience. Sorry. Yeah. So there was a Black Mermaid in the original Little Mermaid. Briefly in the background, I remember seeing her.
In the background, she was in the background.
Yeah. There was a one fish of color, one mer person of color. I don't know how to say it.
A mer person.
A mer person of color in the background.
There was a mer
yeah.
person.
Mhm.
A mer person of color.
But
I'm sorry. For some odd reason, it'll randomly cut out all the audio, and I can't hear anything. So
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
what you got? Gluten-free Wi-Fi? What's going
I
on?
need you to get your life, PJ.
hey now.
I've been there, so I'm not gonna talk about you. I've been there. I know the struggle is real.
Bro.
It's ridiculous though. Like I think I mean, choose something. Stop, y'all don't like
Like
nothing.
Meghan
So
Markle, boy.
you
They
know
really
how
going in. It's
you
not
know
that
how,
deep.
but you know how Hamilton is the epitome of hip hop to white folks because it's probably
Right.
what they know.
Hey,
Um,
yo.
when you listen, when back in the day, Little Mermaid had great songs, and I'm pretty sure for those in our generation, we probably know some of the lyrics. But sorry, PJ, but
Hello.
but I just know from what I've heard and the samples that I've heard, it's much more soulful, and I think they're just not ready for a soulful mermaid.
So
They're not
You-
ready for
you-
blackness. That's what
They're not. They don't care about the singing. I don't think you. Are you? They don't care nothing about the singing. That
Yeah,
ain't. That
he
ain't
was
it.
trying to help him
They're
out.
not
He was
Be-
trying to help him out.
no, because if it was a white Little Mermaid and they just had her singing, they wouldn't care. So I don't think it's
love it.
definitely not this. Exactly, it's definitely not the
Love
singing. They're like, oh, she sounds amazing.
Wait, is Sebastian going to be in this movie? Have they said anything
I
about
hope
the
so.
crab being black, or is he going to be white?
He should be European,
Under the sea.
British.
Yeah,
I
He
know,
should be
right?
British. He should be British.
yeah. Because I don't know, they took the best songs out of the Lion King. They took the best parts out of the Lion
They
King.
did.
So they're probably
They
going to
did
take
take the best parts out of the Lion King. I was upset.
Hopefully it's like the book. Was there a book to the mermaid? I didn't read it. I don't know.
I
No.
don't.
If they follow the lines of the book, maybe.
You know what, Vic?
Yeah, I don't know.
You acting up right now. I can't with you.
No one wants to
Yeah.
watch Splash. Okay, that was a great
Who's-
movie, but yeah, Daryl Hannah, who also played in Kill Bill.
Yeah. Hey, Dion.
Hey,
Hey,
Dion.
Bill. All the way from Japan.
Oh, great. Dion.
Yeah, it's ridiculous that the things that get the Wahite clan upset
Mm-hmm.
is just.
Were they mad at Sade when she performed as a mermaid in her video? That's the first
Probably
black mermaid
not.
I remember.
She like
She's a mermaid, not
She's-
the
but she's-
little
and she-
mermaid.
She was.
That's
And
great.
she's also a light bright, so probably not.
and she got an accent. They got a problem with us. They got a problem with us. Americans get black folk. But if you got an accent, you okay.
Hey, Crystal.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good point there, Aaron.
Oh, now if I could though, see what I saw a lot on Facebook this week when I did happen to tune in wasn't nothing from the colonizers. It wasn't even that. It was from the actual black folk. They was arguing about this, and I was like, and I
Wait,
think
what?
it was there was
I
black
wouldn't
folk
do that
arguing
gesture
about this.
anymore.
I was like, dude, really?
They probably
No,
voted
that's what it
for
made me
Trump,
wanted to
so-
do. Like
Mm.
that part.
About all that.
That part. But I'm just saying here, like the female that I saw, she had a reference to Carmen as when she saw the trailer. That's what she equated it to, and I was like, well, first of all, you ain't seen the movie. That's one, because it ain't come out yet. But two, why can't you just have a little girl have her daggone shine? I'm like, you picking the worst thing to argue with somebody about, but I would rather hear somebody argue about how Viola Davis killed it in Woman King. That's what I prefer to hear about, rather than y'all arguing whether
But
this little
there's
girl should be
issues
in
with
this
that movie
or not.
too. Y'all know that there's issues with that movie too, right? There's
Really?
controversy with that movie as well.
So y'all, okay, let's go ahead and just talk about it. Here's the issue
Well, I'm
that
here for it. Let's get it.
everybody's having right now is that when you look at Malcolm X said it this way. He said that the most underprotected, disrespected human being in the United
Black
States is
woman.
a black woman, right? So now, because the black woman has historically been thought to not be smart enough, only be over-sexualized and be worth for her body and her beauty, now when we then move them out of that position in which, as we say, the colonizers or the white Hite clan likes to put the black women in, and we say, no, we're going to highlight them for their strength and what they've done to keep this country alive. Viola Davis in her role. People going to have a problem that are Marvel fans about Wakanda Forever because it's going to be black woman dominant. They got a problem with The Little Mermaid. They always have a problem when a black woman shows that I don't need to use my body or my sexuality to be important and impact, and that's the problem. It's the representation to move black women from a place of subservience and over-sexualize and to actually say, you got to respect me for my mind and my intellect is what's driving them nuts. That's all.
Mhm.
That's bad.
If I had 100 emoji, boom, boom, boom.
Listen,
Seriously, yo.
We got to bring Aaron back again. Like this
Well,
man.
come on.
Make up your mind. You call him Vic, then you call him Aaron. I mean, what we gonna do?
I only called him Vic one time. Vic, chill out.
Hey, because I was about to answer.
Chill out. It was one time.
Boy.
Yeesh.
Mm.
I only said it one time. You just wanted to say your name, but it's all right. It ain't about you. Next topic.
I want to get to the bottom of why black folks got problems. That's the part.
That's what's upsetting me.
Why you got a problem? This is.
I ain't got the time nor the patience.
Like what? All right, sorry, we can move on. I had to get that out of my system.
It's okay. You had to get it out, Rashawn. I feel you.
It's just changing. It's changing everything. You're used to one thing. People are afraid of change. That's what
part too.
Black folks are afraid of change.
That's elevation. They afraid of the change that it elevates.
Yeah, because what it does is remove your excuses.
Okay. Hey.
That's a church thing.
That's not your quote. Who said that?
Hey.
That ain't your quote.
Oh gosh.
I gotta look that up. It removes.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we are getting, our time is going. It's just going. I wish we could just sit here and talk, but we can't because we gotta keep to the time.
Right, Makai.
Dr. A.
Right. Dr. A going in.
Dr. A, capital D, okay?
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
Put some respect on my dumb.
Anywho's it. So let's see how much time we got. All right, so let's go into PJ, you ready, love?
Oh yeah, let's get into it.
All right, let's go. New Music Friday.
Yes, Lord. New Music Fridays, aka something that you may have missed. So for New Music Fridays, we tapped into Snoop Dogg and his new, as Vic would say, very elementary of the
Snoop. I didn't say that. Calvin, Mr. What's the name? Broadus, Mr. Broadus. I did not say that.
His very elementary animated series for kids, but he's still cranking out some great music. So paid my dues. He gives ode to Brandy with the Let's Talk About Our Love. And if you hear the track, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I thought that was amazing. He was super dope for that. And then for the something that you may have missed, Mario Winans with Love Is in the Air. This was a request by one of our own. And when I heard it, I said, yeah, we got to go ahead and put this in there. It locked me in for about a good 2-3 days. So I was definitely a fan of this one. But yeah. Love Is in the Air, Mario Winans, Pay My Dues, Snoop Dogg. You can find those on your favorite streaming platforms. And as well, y'all going to be back next week for New Music Fridays. Why? Because you ain't got nothing else to do. So, yeah, tap in.
Wow. Yo,
Thank you, PJ.
Much respect, because that Mario Winans album got slept on. Nobody really knows about
Yes,
that one.
it did.
And so I have
it did.
I think I have the maxi single to one of those songs, and but that was a great album. Interlude.
Yeah.
The what?
The maxi single.
What is that?
What's a maxi single? Vic?
He had a remix with Puff Daddy with Mace. Well, he had a remix to one of those songs. And the maxi single, for those of y'all who are my age and they're lying right now, were CDs and cassettes that came out that had remixes. They had various remixes of songs. So I know I have the single to his first single, which was I Don't Know, and I had a remix of Mace on there. Back in '97.
I don't know.
Come on,
I remember that song. Yes, that's like, yeah, I love that CD. I go back to that often. And the Love Is in the Air is like one of my favorite songs on there. He never released it as a single, but I really love that song. It's a beautiful song. So we are 5 minutes until the hour. Thank you, Sir Aaron, for being on the show. We have to have you back because, man, I had so many more questions, and I felt like we could have just kept going. We still didn't get to none of the topics because we was just enjoying talking to you, and you were laying down some amazing nuggets. I hope y'all took notes. This is probably the first guest that we had that y'all probably should have took some notes. Watch the replay, write some notes.
Gems on gems on gems. Yes, Lord.
Go follow him on his Instagram page. Ask Aaron Victor. Please tune into his lives. I learn something every week. Every single week. I'm not just saying that because he's my friend. I really do learn something every week. So y'all really need to tune in. It is very beneficial. Speaking of new music,
we only got 4 minutes.
Y'all, and I'm gonna use all of it. I'm gonna use all of
As
it.
you're supposed to.
All right.
Your girl, your hostess with the mostest, just dropped her music video for her single From a Distance. It dropped today. If you did not see it, I don't know how you didn't see it because it is on my Facebook page, my IG page, it is on YouTube, ain't no way. But just in case you didn't see it, I'm gonna play it when we close out the show. Make sure you get a look. Because that's how I do.
Leverage the platform. Honey.
Right.
Come
So
on.
I'm gonna play it on my show because I can do that. Thank you. Thank you. Tamaya was in the video. PJ was in the video. Dr. A was up in there with her boo dancing. Did y'all see them dancing? Y'all gotta go. If you didn't see them dancing, y'all gotta go back and see them dance.
Was it good?
It was good. It was a good dance, Vic. You should go back. You should go back. Slow it down and everything.
Stuff your older brother don't really want to see, but yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take his word for it.
It was good. Thank you. Shout out to Twan who directed the video. Shout out to Jesse who helped us secure the location for the video. To Jody who played the lead male, to Tiffany who played the young lady, his girlfriend, Jamaica who played the host. So those who had like starring roles in it. Thank you guys for being a part of such a beautiful video. I love it. Next week, I gotta do my spiel before I hit this video. Next week, we have special guest James, Christian hip hop artist, will be with us next week. He's going to sit in and we're going to talk about his music and what he has going on. Can't wait to have him on the show. Y'all already know that we are here on Fridays. Not every Friday, because sometimes we got stuff to do, just like today. We ain't got all the people on here. But we be out here most Fridays at 7 p.m. So make sure y'all tune in. Follow the crew and our special guests on their social media pages because, like I said, we do stuff outside of the show. We are creators. We are motivational speakers. We are musicians. We are artists. We are all the things. So follow us so you can see what else we have going on. Follow and like our Nothing Else to Do Facebook and IG page. That's where you will see PJ's New Music Fridays. We also share the things that we got going on, like when he's out with Deja Groove, or we got new videos coming out. Some of our artist friends who we have had on the show, we always share their music when they have new stuff coming out. So make sure that you are following us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, our new YouTube channel. And you can also go back to that to check out any of the episodes that we have. They are also on there. So go ahead and subscribe to that and turn on your live notifications. Tiana set her a reminder today and she made it to the show today. So make sure y'all do that. And that is my spiel. I got it all in there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you again, audience. You guys are always amazing. Thank you for chiming in and putting in. Thank you, Ma Denise, and contributing into the conversation. So, without further ado,
your video.
Yes, Vic, can you use your beautiful radio voice just to introduce my video, please? Please, Vic, do that for me, please.
I don't even know the name of this video. Let me get closer to my mic real quick.
From a distance, but go ahead.
All right, so we're about to watch the new Shakar Monique video. It's called what again? I'm sorry.
From a distance, man. Don't ruin the mood.
We're gonna watch it from a distance.
Thank you.
She's about to start.
Okay. So you staying there as well?
I don't sing like them.
Okay.
No. Not get excited.
He played the DJ.
Alrighty, everybody. So we've heard most of the songs on the album up until this point. Now it's time to hear From a Distance, which is personally my favorite song. So if y'all could clap it up, give some love. And Shakara, can you take it away for us real quick? What? Some more love. She needs some more love. There we go. You're welcome.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to my listening party. Have y'all been enjoying the music y'all heard so far?
Yes.
Y'all enjoying it? Okay, so the next song you guys are about to hear is called From a Distance. And it is a beautiful song that I wrote that had beautiful inspiration and an amazing muse that just came about. So I want y'all to listen to the words, listen to the story. I want y'all to vibe, dance, sing the song, and just enjoy it. So here's From a Distance. I wrote a song about you. Wanna hear it? Your smile always seems to melt me, make me feel so silly. Can't believe I'm crushing over you. I can't really help it, feeling I just can't quit. You're so fine, I don't know what to do. But loving you is impossible, something I just can't control. And I get this feeling, you feel the same as I do. I think I just love you from a distance, daydreaming about you and your kisses. Don't know if I can keep up this resistance. I think I'll just love you from a distance. So she's the one that you got eyes for, only one that you adore. Anyone can see it, I'm no fool. I'm just steady watching, man, I'm such a good friend. I would never come between you two. See, loving you is impossible, something I just can't control. And I get this feeling, you feel the same as I do. I think I'll just love you from a distance, daydreaming about you and your kisses. Don't know if I can keep up this resistance. I think I'll just love you from a distance. I think I'll just love you from a distance, daydreaming about you and your kisses. Don't know if I can keep up this resistance. I think I'll just love you from a distance. I think I'll just love you from a distance. Ooh, I think I'll just love you from a distance. Did you like it?
What happened to PJ? Look at that.
Yo.
How's PJ gone?
That little bounce you did, but when you said
The
that,
gluten-free Wi-Fi, I'm sorry.
The little what?
That little bounce you did when you sung "Loving You Is Impossible." That little bounce was nice. That was
What was that for?
it was classy. It was
He
classy.
would have. Oh Lord.
Sugar cane, what
Hey.
was that?
Hey, it was nice.
gosh!
It was nice. You know?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
That-
Victor.
Hey,
I'm just gonna love you from a
That-
distance.
yo,
You guys
Come
are over
on.
there.
Come
Let
on.
me come fierce.
Shut up, Rashawn.
I'm about to take Hey Lover out my playlist and just go ahead and put Love You From a Distance in there.
Hey, listen.
Hey.
Hey, you can't
I
write that
appreciate
if you ain't had to mean that. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you're right. Yeah.
Anyway.
Wait, so you didn't really know him in the video. Was that his wife or his girlfriend? I want to make sure. I want to make sure it's not adultery. Go ahead.
In the video was his girlfriend.
Was that his wife or his girlfriend? Like, did you know?
Girlfriend.
You sure?
Girlfriend.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
He was
All right.
fine though.
All right.
Yes, he was.
Well, you know what?
Yes, he was.
I don't want to get no death threats, so we'll talk about that afterwards.
I can't.
PJ, where's your camera?
Why is PJ in the dark talking?
That video was good. I'm telling you.
Hey. That man in his feelings right now. He don't want to. He don't want to see in his feelings right now.
I can't, yo.
Listen. All right, y'all. We are going to end the show. Y'all already know we hang back, afterwards, so we can talk how the show went. So, Aaron, if you want to stay afterwards, just hang on while I go ahead and do this intro, the outro. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the video. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for being in the video. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. We are going to see you guys next week, and I know I'm going to see you. Why?
Because y'all ain't got nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do. Yes.
Boom. We out.